Do this shit.
Fucking hell.
Let's make it a good one.
Right as I press record.
Oh,
So that'll work. This is the big one.
the big one.
This is a big one. This is the year. We've been doing podcasting for a year. I was gonna get my horn. Oh fuck! I was gonna get my horn.
Fuck, that's too loud.
No, because you can when you put your hand on it, it sounds like a celebrations. Woo! We've done it. What is it you said the other week? Most podcasts make it to a year and then they quit.
Yeah, so this is our final episode.
This is the finale of season 1 and the only season.
Fuck you, Matt, for saying it's another one of my crackpot ideas that I'm going to give up after a couple of weeks.
Is that what you said straight away?
Mm-hmm.
I still remember the fucking phone calls I had with people and chats and shit like that. Of people going, "Oh, what? You're going to start podcasting? Oh, yeah. Well, look at us now.
Yeah, still nothing going on. But we've done it for a year.
Look at us, we're wasting a year.
Consistency is key.
That's fantastic. How weird. It don't feel like a year for
It
me.
definitely doesn't. But a lot's happened. And when I think about it,
A hell of a lot
What's
has happened.
we've even changed place.
We had the Star Wars celebration. We've
Yep.
fucking changed rooms. We've
Got merch.
t-shirts, which sorry, I just changed it. Yeah. I have messaged about the t-shirts, but I haven't had a reply. But I'm sure that they're on the way.
Took the money and run.
So yeah, that'll be cool when we can finally fucking send them out. Hopefully, I'm gonna email on Monday and get it sorted. But yeah, man.
Congratulations
What?
for doing a year.
Thank you. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
See you later, everyone.
Yeah.
See- a whole year of talking absolute bollocks is great. It's fantastic.
It's been fun though.
It has been great. In typical fashion, though, I've planned absolutely fuck all for this episode.
That's how we rock.
I
and
figured we'd probably touch a bit on Final Fantasy.
roll. I
because-
imagine so.
because
yeah.
we didn't really talk about it that much before. Because obviously Steph was on last week, wasn't she? And then it was you the week before, and we hadn't really played a lot of it since then. Played quite a bit now.
Well, I haven't spoke about it at all because I was in Centre Parks.
You were in Centre Parks.
So
Down them slides.
I was going down slides.
I loved it so much, Mum.
Yeah, it was good. Jem took me on a fucking mental ride, which I wasn't impressed with.
Yeah? Why?
Because it was like I got a bit of thalassophobia about me. I'm not a huge fan.
Thalassophobia?
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of like water, oceans, and I don't mind it, but
Isn't that thalassophobia? Is it?
I don't know.
I think we got the same phobia. Deep water. No, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's not really a phobia. It's just I don't mind water slides and all that, but I don't like enclosed stuff in water. If you know what I mean, I don't like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pipes that you go down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll still go down them, but I'll just begrudgingly do it.
I have every now and then when I have a shower, every now and then I'll use up all the hot water and suddenly it'll go cold. And if I'm washing my hair, because I wash it front facing, so I've got my eyes shut and it starts to go cold, for some reason my brain thinks that I'm in like deep water and that I'm going to wake up to just pitch black underwater. It scares the shit out of me. I end up like going, ah! Can't do it. I don't know why.
Get scared in the shower.
Brother, deep water, man, you'll never catch me in the sea. I get fucked.
Yeah,
Not a chance.
I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, there's like a whirlpool ride thing there, and I don't like the whirlpool because there's a place round here where a young lad died many years ago now. But it was like a plug. You know, you just go around the whirlpool.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, and it's called like Cyclone or something. I was like, because she went on it and I had the kids. And I said, is it like that? Is it like a whirlpool thing? She was like, no. I said, if you're fucking lying to me, I'll never believe you again. You know that. And then on the way up, because it's a fucking lot of stairs to go up as well. It says it's like a meter with like a arrow on it, saying how scary it is or whatever. And it was like maxed out at the top, and it was like huge drop and stuff. And I was like, is there a huge drop? She was like, nah, there's a little drop. It's nothing major.
Yeah, great.
Once again, if you're fucking lying to me. But yeah, we got to the top. It was very high, which was interesting. But it's come on like them dinghy things, I don't know, like circular dinghy. And then yeah, they're all young. They're shaking, like nervous. I'm thinking I'm about to go in a plug.
Yeah.
And yeah, all these kids are going on. Wee! I was fucking shitting myself. Anyway, yeah, she's like, "Oh, you sit on that seat, and I'll sit here. You have to like sit on opposite ends with your hands on the handle."
Yeah.
He pushes you down this pipe, massive pipe, like humongous pipe, and I'm going backwards, which was a great start. So I'm like looking behind me, and then we go into like a massive room, and it is like a plug. But you just go round the edges like a couple of times, and then you go down like the plug. And I said to Jim while we're going round it, I was like, "This is actually all right. I don't mind this." And then I looked behind me to see what was down that plug, and it's just a vertical drop.
Yeah, it's
I was
great.
like, "I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die." So as we fell, I just went, "You fucking cunt!" Like so loud. I was so angry. And then yeah, we just flew out the end, and then there's photo things at the end. But where I'm a bit of a larger lad nowadays, I think I pulled the thing down too quickly, so we didn't even get a picture. Everyone else has got their pictures. We must have gone far too fast for the camera to even get us. But yeah, it was quite. It was quite
beat the fucking speed camera.
It's one of them though. You're fucking shitting yourself and you're screaming and all this bollocks. But then straight away I wanted to get back on it.
Yeah, straight on it. The
But
adrenaline rush is there.
Couldn't because they closed it straight after. But
That is fantastic.
it was good. I enjoyed it anyway. Kids loved it. Great holiday. Would recommend.
That's the second time, wasn't
Yeah, it was.
it?
Got
Decent.
Squirrel come in.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep, just sitting there.
Little squirrers.
Yep. And then yeah, we was feeding some deer Pringles out of our hands.
And the whole time you was itching for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, just because fucking Sam was messaging in Patreon saying, "Oh, you got to try it," but obviously didn't get the opportunity because I didn't play the demo. I was on holiday.
Shit, the demo.
And then you were gassing it up,
Mm.
and then I was watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, and then the reviews come out and they were pretty shit hot, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just buy it. So I pre-ordered it in Centre Parks, came home, downloaded that shit, and
boom.
there we are. Did you carry on from where you finished in the demo? Because you could continue, couldn't you? Or did you start again?
No, I carried on.
Yeah, that's
I carried
cool.
on.
Then more games should do that.
Yeah.
More demos, more of that.
Yeah, it was good.
Because that entices people. Because I don't normally play demos because I don't like doing the same shit twice normally.
Yeah.
So yeah, being able to carry on, that's a great move.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Same as you, I don't want to do the demo again because I feel like it's spoiled, especially that beginning. It's fucking
nuts,
sick.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So, what's your thoughts on the game? You haven't been played it for a couple of days, huh?
I don't really like it.
Do you not?
No.
Oh,
Nah.
fair enough.
I've done well. I don't want to be overly critical of it because I feel I don't want to be one of those dicks. It's like, yeah, shit. I really like it, but I'm sort of like going back on what I said last week, where I said last week I like the idea of the of it being like 75% cutscenes because it's very story driven. Well, now it's just a bit too much. It's a bit too many cutscenes. I'm finding that there's some cutscenes where it's like they're mundane and boring. Some of like the building blocks of it where I find myself scrolling on my phone because I don't want to skip the cutscene, but at the same time I'm not really listening to it. So I feel like there's definitely cutscenes in there that they could have got rid of altogether and had something else. I think the combat's great visually. It's fucking sick. The abilities are really cool. It's quite fun. But in saying that, I think the variety in the enemies is quite boring, and they don't do anything. They don't. You know what I mean? The enemies don't do anything. They're not a challenge. I'm not feeling challenged in what I'm doing. I feel like if you had a difficulty meter because I know New Game Plus is more difficult. You know, you get the random like elites that you might find. They're way more prevalent in New Game Plus than they are in the normal game. And I like fighting them. So if I could get more of them, but the idea of having to do the entire game and then do it all over again to have that is a bit like I just don't want to do it. I think the main story's decent. Like the lore-wise, like I'm really fucking sticking to it. I am like genuinely interested in it, especially. I don't know if I want to, because it's spoilers, isn't it? it's very difficult to talk about it without spoilers. But you know the thing, and then the thing happens, and then you're like, fucking hell.
I actually know what you're talking about without even saying.
You're like, that geezer's actually the thing, and it's like, oh, wow.
Press L3 and R3.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. It's like, fucking hell, like, I weren't expecting that kind of shit. I think it's a very good game. I don't know if I'm 100% happy that I've paid 70 quid for it. I don't think it's worth 70 quid. But I haven't completed it. So I'm not 100% like cemented in my idea of it yet. I know you're loving it.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree with a lot of it, to be honest. There's bits... the trouble I find with a lot of Japanese games, or JRPGs, if you will, is that sometimes they're just so slow to do stuff. Like, in the not like the cutscenes, but, you know, like the mini talking bollocks.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be like, oh, take this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Just fucking give me the thing.
The first fucking quest in the den, in the hideaway, where you have to go and give the people their meals.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So why is it so slow? Just fucking take the soup. Fuck off.
That stuff annoys me, and there's no way to skip that. You can skip the dialogue, but you can't skip the little fucking awkward things, and that happens constantly throughout the game. And to be honest, and I'd never, ever, ever, ever do this in games. Any conversation over the last 2 nights where I've been playing it,
through.
If it ain't like a main cinematic, I'm just
bang,
like,
bang, bang,
whatever
bang,
the
bang.
fuck ever. Unless it's something that I think I should listen to. If it's just deliver the porridge to Boris, I'll just go, yep, not interested, goodbye. You know what I mean? I'm not. The trouble is, it's like I'm so invested in the story. The story is so good. I think I'm quite a bit further than you now.
Yeah. I haven't played it for a while.
It just gets fucking even more insane than you could even imagine.
Yeah.
And it's actually buck wild, to be honest with you.
The main story is so far is really fucking intriguing. It's very, very good. I'm really, really enjoying it. 100% agree with you. The last time I played it was a couple of days ago, and I found myself just sitting there skipping through the dialogue. I was quickly reading it, skim reading and going, nah, ain't interested. And I don't know about you, but I've completely stopped doing the side quests.
I never started.
I've just given up with them.
After the first couple, what I did when it was like, deliver the porridge. Can you take this seed to this person?
Yeah.
Can you?
It's just fetch quests, man.
I'm not doing that.
And there's no, because I quite like to do the side stuff for like lore purposes and things like that. And in case I miss anything, and sorry, that's my phone. And I Googled and watched quite a lot of stuff to try and work out whether there was anything missing, anything that I was going to miss by not doing them, trying to do it without spoilers, but there's nothing to spoil with the side quests. They are all the fucking same. They're just fetch quests. Go and do this, go and kill that, save this person by killing that mob, and you don't get anything from them. You don't get anything from the quests. So it's like, not only is there's no real decent lore with the side quests, there's no decent story that I'm missing out on here. There's nothing worth my time in doing them. So it's like, so from that point I was like, all right, well, I'm just not going to bother, because I found that doing the side quests was ruining the experience for me, and it was taking away my enjoyment from doing the main story, because I was doing all the side stuff thinking I don't want to miss anything, especially after you said you progressed past a certain point and you might not be able to come back to some of the side stuff. I was like, right, well, I really don't want to miss stuff, but it just sucks the fun out of it, man. They're so mind-numbingly boring. They could have done so much more with them side quests. It's like these are fucking pointless.
Yeah, I find myself now rushing through everything just to get to the next cutscene, because I love watching the cutscene. I'm excited to put my controller down and watch, because it's that high quality and the story's so good. But that bit, what you said about, when you find out that this done this and that, and it was leading up to it. It was like, I don't know, a minute or so before the cutscene, and I just had a light bulb moment. I was like, you motherfucker, I know exactly what's going to happen now. Yeah. I know exactly what, and I should have realised earlier, because there was a bit where someone said,
he's covering his mic at the moment.
He must have survived because he was under a rock.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's so obvious that he would have survived it. But
I
yeah.
don't know if he's going to pick that up.
No, they definitely won't. If it does, good. But yeah, it's disappointing. But the main story's carrying me through. But yeah, even last night I was playing it, and it's always the same stuff. Go here, do this little quest in the town before you get to the main place, and then you go up there, fight loads of enemies in very obvious arenas, very obvious circular battle rooms, and then you fight the boss. But the cinematics and the bosses and the story and the twists and turns are so good. But I looked yesterday and I'm like 75 or 79% of the way through the main story now after 25 hours, and I've rushed. I've only done I've done a handful of quests, but I've only ever done the other ones with the pluses. And yeah, the last side quest I did was yesterday, and I finally got the ability to increase my potion capacity. I'm fucking like 75% of the way through the game. It's a bit fucking late now.
Why are you doing it now?
It's a bit fucking late now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I do completely agree, because I just want to. I basically just want to watch it.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to just watch the rest of the game on YouTube, because I can't be bothered to keep hacking away at mobs.
I was tempted, because I know that obviously you did that for Guardians of the Galaxy, because again, the Guardians of the Galaxy predominantly is cutscenes, and I fucking loved it. It was so good. It was like watching a movie. I said that multiple times when I was talking about that game, and I said it to Steph. I thought it was really fucking good, and yeah, you were able to almost experience the whole game by just watching those cutscenes, because combat-wise, you're not missing out on a whole lot. And yeah, the thought did pass my mind of, shall I just watch these cutscenes? Because I just don't know, man. Like you say, everything's very predictable when it comes to the combat in this game. You know when you're about to fight something big. The typical, here's some more potions just before you enter this big room. It's like, oh, okay. It's very Hogwarts Legacy, I found. It gives you the stuff that you need just before you're about to do a big fight. But then when you do that big fight, it's actually not, you don't need, it's not a difficult fight for a lot of the time.
I'm at the point, I just don't dodge.
Yeah.
I don't dodge and I don't block, I don't parry. I just wail on them with all my abilities, and then run around pressing square for a while, and then when they're back, I do it again.
But because for the first little bit, because obviously I think it was if you pre-ordered it or something, you got the certain accessories and stuff like that.
Sick 'em, boy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sick of hearing that.
Do you know what? I've never once put that ring on, and I controlled him myself.
Yeah.
And just kept pressing sick 'em, boy. After he said it like 12 times in a row, I was like, I'm never using the dog again. But
he still does it if you don't use that accessory.
Yeah, see, I would just never do it.
Because I was obviously I'm playing it and Steph's behind me, and bless her, I know she gets so frustrated by competitive noise. Well, sorry, not competitive, repetitive noise. And I could feel her eyes in the back of my head after about the 10th time that he said, "Sick 'em, boy," and she was like, "Is it that fucking accessory?" And I was like, "It must be, the one that auto does it for you." So I took it off, made absolutely no difference. I was like, right, well, I'm just stuck with this. I found no difference with it. I don't know if you did.
He doesn't say it at all with me.
No,
he only says it to me if I tell him to attack. Other than that, he just does it on his own.
Yeah, no, I just fucking... he was still talking shit. So I looked through the options to see if there was a way to turn it off. There isn't. That needs a bit of Hogwarts Legacy on it, like they did with the fucking Flu Flame woman. Let's fucking tone him down, please, because it's just annoying. And then, obviously, you got the accessories where there's one that will dodge for you. There's one that will give you a prompt to dodge anything that you can dodge. There's one that makes your whole combos just square mash. Just completely mash square. It will do everything for you, but at random. And I fucked around with them. The one where it just turns your combos into square mash made the combat extremely boring. Because all you have to do is press square, to the point where on boss fights my thumb was aching because I'm just pressing square. You can manually use your abilities, which I was, to spice it up a bit. I then took that off to see if that would make that aspect of the combat any better. But then you just met square, 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 triangle, triangle, square, square, triangle, 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 square, square, square. I think if the combat didn't visually look so fantastic, I don't think it would be a good combat system. I think it's very bland. Because you are just square, 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 square. It would be nice if, say, you could have companions that would use those abilities. Because you've got so many that you can't use them all.
Oh, you get so many of them abilities. Like
Yeah.
I've still got 2 more ability things to unlock yet.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one because I do actually really really like the game, but I am just rushing through because I want to see the story through to
Yeah,
the end. But
it's
I
a very-
don't really want to play it.
Yeah, it's an odd one. It's a very good game, but it isn't. Because obviously I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. This is the first Final Fantasy I've ever played, so I've got nothing to go by. But a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, this isn't Final Fantasy. This is just Devil May Cry in a different outfit. This isn't true Final Fantasy and stuff like that." I don't really, obviously, know what people are on about, but it is. Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? I love the game, but I don't want to play it.
I don't know.
It's so strange. I haven't played it for a couple of days, and I really don't care. I was genuinely considering just returning it to Amazon and then just watching the cutscenes, because like, I try and get my 70 quid back and then just watch the cutscenes for it, because it is as I don't know. That demo was so good and I loved it so much. I was so hooked, and then now I'm just not.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's the last 2 nights I've been really interested in the story, as I still am, but I'll just be like, I just want it to end now so I can play Diablo.
I feel like the worlds are boring. They're a bit flat. You know what I mean? There's not.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There's nothing. There's
nothing
no
going
reason to go looking anywhere because all you ever get is like sometimes you get like free gil. I'm like, well, I've got like 80,000.
Yeah, what's the point?
Why don't I need that? Or it's a potion. Well, I don't need that. I can't carry it, and I'm at full health.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really much. There's no dungeons that I've found. I tend to just run through them to the objective, do whatever it is, skip all the dialogue now, run to the next objective. Oh, cutscene, brilliant. I'll sit down and eat some biscuits, and then I've got to fucking play again.
The skill up geezer, he did a review on
got
it.
a lot of shit for that review
as well. He did. Well, I've kind of agree with a lot of the shit that he said.
No, that's a lot of people disagree. But yeah, I haven't actually watched it, but I know he kind of bashed on it, saying it's fucking as wide as an ocean but deep as a puddle kind of thing.
Yeah, he didn't say great things.
You kind of see what he's saying, Mo, because the side
Yeah.
quests are repetitive, but then I've seen the counter argument of people saying the total opposite. They love the side quest. It fills a story out. You get like things that you do in the game on the side quest will get mentioned later on, and there's a lot of that.
If you can be asked to listen to the.
But this is what I mean. It just depends on how well in the game you are, because I'm at the point where I'm not interested in a single fucking thing other than the story.
I think it depends how diehard you are. If World of Warcraft did something like this, I'd probably be all over it, defending it to as much as I can, because I have a love for that kind of that game. But the stuff that he said in his review, yeah, I probably agree with like 95% of it. I'm not interested by exploring everywhere I've been so far. I have fully explored it, every single fucking inch of it. There's nothing interesting. You're not finding anything. Just a chest every now and then with some gil in it. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Or you're finding gear that has absolutely no use because the stuff you've got is already better.
This is what I mean. This is why it makes no sense, because there's not really a great deal that I'm positive about on it other than the main story. But I love the game, and it genuinely could be my game of the year. But I don't really like it. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like
I like this more than Zelda.
I feel like the story is game of the year material. The game itself is not. I don't think it is. I much preferred playing Hogwarts Legacy than I do playing this. I think the combat in Hogwarts Legacy was far superior to this. I just don't. And the worlds in Hogwarts Legacy far better. And that's from an amateur studio. This is Square Enix, man. Like it's just I expected so much more and so much more depth. And maybe that's because I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, that I'm just looking at it the wrong way. I don't know. But for me, I've paid 70 quid and I want my money back, please, because I'm just not as invested as I originally was with the demo. It's sort of, I'm very much like you. It pains me to want to just skip everything and just beeline the main story, because yeah, I feel like I'm missing out on stuff. But knowing that I'm not missing out on anything is sort of like, right, well, let's just get through this. And then when you find out that it's like an average 40-hour playtime, it's like, oh,
it's so long.
can I be bothered? Can I really be bothered?
25 hours and I'm like 75 or 79%. And that's just say the last 2 sessions I've just been skipping everything, so I've obviously increased that or decreased that time.
I know it dramatically decreases that time if you start skipping cutscenes.
No, I'm not skipping cutscenes, it's just dialogue.
No, I'm saying if you were to skip cutscenes,
yeah.
dramatically
But
drops
the
it down.
cutscenes are so fucking good and high production, and
They are good, yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. There's parts of this game that make God of War look like shit. Like the scale of these battles, like some of these boss battles make anything in any God of War game look minuscule.
Yeah, the boss battles are fucking sick.
You ain't seen nothing yet, bro. Where you're at, honestly, it gets fucking mental, and I'm talking like crazy shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a disappointing because I want to play it, but I can't be bothered. I'm not that. I just like I just don't want to play it, but I want to see it through, and I'm at the point now where I'd be very disappointed to just give up on it because I'm quite close to the end, but I'm not really that close.
I'm even less interested in finishing it now, knowing that you're near the end of it. I feel like I could just ask you questions.
I'm not near the end. I've still
sort
got 20 odd %. It's a long way to go.
Like I downloaded Control on the Steam Deck. I'm more interested and having more fun playing that than I am playing Final Fantasy at the moment. Same with World of Warcraft. I literally bought yesterday and has now been downloaded Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Oh yeah. Is that Borderlands?
Yeah. Because Steam Deck, Steam's doing a sale at the moment, so it was down from like 60 odd quid to I think paid like 18 quid for it. So I was like, fuck it, yeah, let's do that. So I'm interested in playing those types of games at the moment. But yeah, just Final Fantasy hasn't held me as much as I... Sorry, Sam. I know you'll be listening to this maybe going, what the fuck are these idiots on about? There's the Patreon cancelled. But I don't know. I just don't like it.
I enjoy it. I've enjoyed my time with it, but a lot of the time now I'm just like, get on with it. I'm sure he feels the same. I'll be surprised if he doesn't.
See, I feel if I ever get at that point with a game, that's when I'm just switched off. I find it very difficult to recover from that kind of mindset. The minute I'm sitting there on my phone, when my phone is more interesting than the game that I'm playing, is when I kind of go, all right, yeah, I'm just not interested in this anymore. So I just know that I'm not gonna. Let me get the fucking refund process going. Let's get this going on fucking Amazon.
Well, what are you doing now? I'm going for a piss.
Sorry everyone, we're back. I've got a recorder lig. Figured while we get this quick break.
He's getting pissed.
I'm getting pissed, Mum.
This is a fucking special.
We could
episode.
absolutely lie here and say that we had a week's gap. It's decent. I can't remember what we were saying before we
shitting
said
all over
just
Final
shitting
Fantasy.
on Final Fantasy. You just hate it so much. Really don't like it.
Yeah. I might have to just watch cutscenes because I'm not feeling it.
We'll see. Shall we change the subject?
Yes.
Get away from this sadness.
Well,
Just very quickly. You remember? Fucking, it was almost a while ago. You remember I did my first ever pledge on Kickstarter for that Last of Us inspired, well, not inspired, just literally Last of Us
yes.
board game thing. I checked on it today because I was talking to Connor because he was saying how he does like Kickstarters all the time and shit. And funny enough, one for The Witcher turned up for him today.
He's been sending me
Does
photos
he show you?
constantly. Yeah. Looks so sick.
This looks cool, doesn't it? Well, I thought, oh, fuck it. I'll check my Kickstarter to see if there's anything like knocking around with my one because December is when it's supposed to be like sent out. And there was an update, and basically because I was one of the first people to make a pledge, I have given them like my name and details and stuff like that, and my name will be in the like learn to play guide thing,
Nice.
which is quite cool.
That's very cool.
You had to, you could, apparently you was allowed to put like your gamer tags and stuff like that in place of your name. I've just gone for my name. I was going to do What's the Buttons, but I was saying, obviously we are What's the Buttons, but I feel like whenever we refer to anything online, it's always like What's the Buttons podcast. Because I feel like we're not at that point yet where you could just say What's the Buttons and people would know that that's a podcast. But I think if you just search "Watch the Buttons," I think we do come up. I think we are near the top.
It does on some phones.
Some of it and don't. So I just put my name on it instead. But when that turns up, I think that'll be quite cool.
There we are, right at the top.
Here we are, right at the top. Not that fucking little streaming one. That's
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's quite cool. I feel that would be decent because obviously that's the one that Neil Druckmann endorsed as well. So it's like this isn't just a. Oh, listen to that tinny. This isn't just some little fan board game. This is a proper thought and effort's gone into this one. It looks fucking sick. I can't wait. But I think same with Connor's one. All my figures are going to turn up unpainted, and I have no idea how to paint.
I think he's pretty good at that shit, isn't he?
So's Steph's sister. So's Lucy.
There you go then.
I might have to employ her paintbrush.
It looks like he's got a lot of figures to paint though.
What the fuck is that? The fuck is that? Just gone off. Could cans go off?
Yeah, in like 60 years.
This hasn't gone off yet. That was a really weird hit of. What? Does it smell like eggs?
You sound like you're sniffing gear on a pod, bro.
Tin smells like eggs. It's all the rat piss that's been on it. It's great.
The you know, if that Witcher box turned up at mine, I wouldn't have even opened it.
Would you not have?
No, I still haven't opened my Ronin one. Got the Witcher Ronin stuff I backed on Kickstarter. It's in the box on the.
Yeah, I remember having a go at you for it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I said, why haven't you opened
It's
that?
so sick, and I'm just like, no, it needs to stay in pristine condition at all times.
Pristine condition.
There's a new Black Series been announced yesterday that is going on pre-order in July, which is Darth Vader battle damaged from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So it's going to be like my 486th Darth Vader figure.
Nice.
Can't not buy it.
Was you not interested in the fucking one that I sent you? The Simon
I was
Hayden
really
Christensen?
busy. I did look at it, and then I looked away, and then I forgot that you texted it to
Do you
me.
want to know how much it went for?
Oh, I don't want to. It's going to piss me off.
No, I think you do. How much do you think that it went for? Bearing in mind we know how much it is to get a fucking signature off of the man yourself.
Well, it's going to be whatever way. It's going to be either far too much or far too little. I'm going to say £400.
It went for £220. Cheap. That's cheap.
Yeah,
Especially
cheap.
for a Vader as well. So it was a decent pop that it went on. Yeah, I was expecting it to go for way more. When I had a look on eBay, that is like the sort of going price at the moment. I don't know if there's been
drops or something.
Yeah, I don't know if there's been a fucking influx of signatures from him, but
from Star Wars
from
Celebration,
that.
Did they email you the other day?
What, Star Wars Celebration? Well, no, I didn't.
I think they're basically just settling all their all their stock that they've got left over for Celebration. It's like, because you went, you get first dibs and all this stuff, and it's still that them really expensive T-shirts. And shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, get fucked. Get
Not
absolutely fucked. After the shit that we had to deal with, fuck off.
Yeah, man.
No, thank you, sir. Mark's finally put his C-3PO on eBay as well. We'll try and sell that for some dingo dollars.
Yeah, nice.
So that's interesting. Yeah, man. That's that. See you later.
It's been a mosh.
So you ain't played Diablo in ages.
265 quid, yeah, for a signed Anakin Funko Pop.
It's not bad, is it?
That's probably the.
Is that with a COA though?
That's probably the one I'd want as well.
Has it got a cert with it?
Yeah.
Oh, it has.
COA authentic Beckett.
Oh shit. Yeah, fair play. See, cheap, innit? Basically
I mean,
the same
no, it's
as.
not, but it's cheap for
When
I'd
you think
pay
about
that.
it, the Damon was $250, and then add a tenner on for the cert.
It's just I don't know. I love Anakin so much. I want him inside me. What? What?
I don't know if this tastes weird or I don't know. I'm gonna keep going with it. I saw the Basim figure that you get from the Mirage Collector's Edition. Ubisoft posted it on their Instagram. They got a close-up inspection of it. It looks fucking sick, man. That thing looks so good. Oh, I'm so happy. All the comments on it were saying, I can't fucking get hold of it. It's sold out everywhere. I went on Game. It's still there. You can still get it. So I'm not really sure what these people are on
Not
about.
everyone can get stuff on Game if you're in another country.
That's very true.
This is the problem I have with a lot of Star Wars
I
figures.
suppose even if you're in a different part of the country, you might not necessarily be able to get it.
A lot of Star Wars figures are like Target exclusive,
Yeah.
Walmart
yeah,
exclusive. The most recent one that I couldn't get was Disney Store exclusive, but it literally is only in America. Disney Store, you can't get in the UK,
Cool,
which just
shit.
fucking infuriated me.
It's
The
great.
figure's worth like 40 quid, 45 quid or so, but to get it shipped over from America, it's like £100,
Mm-hmm.
and then like more than that because you got the price of the figure. It's fucking stupid. It's
Yep.
infuriating, really. But what can you do?
A lot of the Lord of the Rings Funkos that I'm after, you can only really get them in America,
Mm-hmm.
which is annoying. So you have to pay the fees on top of that. And man, I just don't want to buy a I mean, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because is it that much different to buying one from the other end of the country as opposed to a different country? It's still going to be packaged relatively the same way and go through the same process of getting over it. It's just, I just don't trust it for some reason.
Oh, it's because it's got longer time to be in transit, so there's
Yeah,
more
man.
opportunity for it to be
For it to
damaged.
just get fucked.
It's going to go from like wherever it is in a van to like the fucking docks or something, loaded
Yeah.
onto a ship.
If I could be certain that it's arriving in, say, a hard stack like Elrond or fucking Fry up there, then it's kind of like, yeah, let's take the gamble because them things are fucking tough. They're hard shit. But if it's just rocking up bog standard, it's like, I'm worried. And then you got the customs on top of that. How much they want to fucking charge you because I'm pretty sure that shit ain't even outlined. There ain't even a guide for that. They just think, how much can we rinse this geezer? 80 quid. Fuck it. Why not? You have to pay it, otherwise we're going to destroy it.
Yep.
That kind of shit.
But no, I haven't played Diablo for ages because of Final Fantasy. Well, I haven't played it because I was in Centre Parks, and then I come back and played only Final Fantasy.
A lot of people are getting switched off from Diablo 4 now.
Yeah, well, it's because they're looking forward to season 1, and there's nothing to do.
A lot of people are getting, like, my whole guild is just fucking, no one's just died at the moment.
Yeah, but apparently that's just the way it goes. Like you say, well, though, no one will play it for ages. Then the season will drop and everyone will come back. It'll spike
That is
for
exactly,
a week or two, and then it'll drop off, and then they'll come back.
that is exactly what's going to happen.
Which is fine.
Well, that's what happens when people rinse a fucking brand new game in 2 weeks and then say there's nothing to do.
They've massively increased the XP consumption. The XP you get from like Nightmare Dungeons, which was needed. So
Didn't they nerf that? They nerfed it and then
No.
buffed it.
No, I think because there was more optimal ways to do it. So people just running normal dungeons instead of Nightmare Dungeons. So Nightmare Dungeons come obsolete, really.
There was teething problems as there always is.
Yeah, of course it is.
I've settled with the fact that Diablo 4 just isn't for me.
Which is fine.
But I can 100% appreciate the game and the people that play it and why they play it. I think it is a good game. It just weren't my cup of tea. But go on.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing it.
If you're
again.
still enjoying it, I think that's great.
Well,
I
I
think
haven't
that's
played it for like a week and a half because I've been away and that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to it. It's because I ain't played with any of the updates. Because instead of doing what most companies do and nerf every fucking class into the abyss and
Yep.
then something else just becomes meta, all they've done is buff every single class.
Blizzard.
Everyone's got more powerful.
Blizzard are fucking notorious for doing that. If there is always one class that sits at the tippity top and just remains there forever, and then almost every now and then they'll get a fucking buff, and everyone will be like, "Why the fuck have you buffed them?" Everyone below them will get a fucking nerf, and they'll go, "Why the fuck have you nerfed them?" People kick off about a certain class, and then they get buffed through the roof, and then other people kick off because they've been buffed through the roof. They're now sort of running with the idea, like you just said, of just buffing everyone rather than nerfing everyone, because nerfs make the classes less fun to play, buffs make everything more fun to play. So it's trying to find that balance.
It doesn't matter if you buff or nerf or whatever. There'll always be a optimal best way that people play.
100%.
It doesn't matter what you do to classes. There'll always be a meta. So you might as well just make everyone better.
There is your play style and how serious you want to take it is a big thing as well. I found that if you have fun with a certain class and a certain way that you play it, and because you're having fun with it, you naturally become a lot better at playing it that way. Then go for it rather than following meta. If you find the meta fun, then you're naturally going to be better at the meta. I feel like there's too much pressure held on to you have to be playing meta to get anywhere in this game, blah blah blah. I feel like meta type of stuff is for the tippity top, the elites in various games like Diablo 4, like World of Warcraft. If you want to be competitive, then you have to be that meta. Whereas the rest of us mere mortals, I think you can get away with just kind of playing how you want to play. Don't put so much fucking What's the word?
Omus.
So much omus. So much shit onto how you play the game. I think a lot of people, because obviously you're dipping toes into a Blizzard community and toxic as fuck.
Yeah, but
Blizzard community are
every
grim.
online game is, I think.
Mm.
Any point where there's any kind of competitiveness or any kind of levels to reach or high level dungeons or anything like that, there's always people that are like, I'm not playing with you because you're shit.
If you're playing something where you can have a build that is perceived to be the wrong build, then you're going to get people that are fucking rinsing it. Your Connor was talking about WoW today, and he was like, it'd be nice to find a game where people ain't just going to fucking have a go at you for being brand new.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people just haven't got the patience.
Yeah. It showed you didn't have the patience with me. You give me like 10 minutes on World of Warcraft and you're like, click the fucking square. And I'm like, there's millions of squares. I don't know, and you're like, how can you not see?
Yeah, I need to work on that.
I was like, I've never ever played an MMO before.
I wonder why I've got no one to play with.
I've never played on a laptop before.
It's difficult.
And I was like, there's too many things going on.
I formally apologise on this pod for the first time ever. I apologise.
First time, I don't care, to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me. Like when I'm when I'm playing with a friend, you shout what you want. When it's random, you don't know me from Adam. Don't be abusing me, because I'm not a fan of that. Like this cunt yesterday, we got no hot water, so I ain't had a wash for like 4 or 5 days.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's minging.
Why ain't you got hot water?
Because it's just gone.
Your boiler's gone.
No, I ain't got a boiler.
You got immersion.
Yeah. But yeah, this geezer yesterday, James on Facebook, can anyone recommend a plumber? Like in a specific group of things.
She made the mistake of asking for help.
Yeah, she asked, can anyone recommend a plumber? And then everyone's been really helpful. Yeah, this guy. And some cunt comes in, why don't you just fucking Google plumbers around your local area?
Yeah.
And I was just like, what a knob.
Yeah.
I was like, Jem, don't reply to him because it's just going to be some Facebook argument. She's like, no, he's not getting away with that.
Yeah.
So she says something back to him and he says something back to her. So I looked at her original post and I was like, hold on a minute. You've asked for a recommendation of a plumber. You haven't asked for a specific, like, is there plumbers in my area?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that geezer can shut the fuck up because you're looking for someone that's endorsed by multiple people.
We have the same shit in every town and fucking city and little village or whatever has their own Facebook group, and me and Steph are part of them. And it's just, there's always one cunt that has to comment going, there's Google for a reason. It's like, yeah, and there's also this group for a reason, you fucking fat, sweaty cunt. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but why? What is he doing? Is he just scrolling through this plumbing
He's just
group?
doing it to be a dick.
Yeah, but is he just scrolling through a plumbing group looking for a plumber? Or is he just looking for a plumbing group because he's bored, seeing that and just starts commenting that on everybody's post?
Just there to be a prick. Genuinely, man. There's so many people out there that fucking...
Mate, but I can't wrap my normal human head around it. Just,
this is what they do.
Moving on with my life.
It's what they do. When I lived with my nana, obviously she has loads of dogs, and there was fucking again a different Facebook group. There's dogs barking. It must be her up on the hill. She can't fucking control her dogs. My nana moved fucking 6 months before that. It's like she ain't even there, and you're fucking whinging that it's her. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. It's not that deep.
Fuck off, you internet cunts.
It's always old cunts as well. Always. Or middle-aged men. You sweaty, greasy little fucking furballs.
It makes it even worse that he's not like hiding behind a name. It's just his actual name.
Yeah.
So now I just hate you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've been rude to my wife. Yeah. Now I fucking hate you.
Now you're just a prick. Yeah. I always think, why you get it with the fucking the WoW group that I'm in all the time. This is a big one, yeah. A lot of people don't know how to screenshot on their fucking computers. I don't know how to screenshot on this laptop. I'll have to Google it because it's not every day I'm fucking screenshotting stuff because I'm looking at it right fucking now.
So you'll take a picture on your phone.
So they'll take a picture on their phone. Post something up and they go, what, you can't find the fucking screenshot button? Shut the fuck up.
Was it taken on a potato?
Every time.
Oh, no.
You can clearly see what is in this picture. It does not fucking matter. They're asking for help. Shut the fuck up, you sweaty nerds.
Yeah, Reddit does that.
Which
as
is
well.
probably our demographic of people that are listening. And if you are, you go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. What? You can't find the print screen button? Obviously not, dickhead. Otherwise, I would have put a fucking screenshot on here. This has happened to me before. Fuck yourselves. I hate it. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I agree. That's that.
Fuckers. The gamers, you're all cunts. All of you. It's
Why are
just-
we even here? Let's go.
Just so fucking annoying. How did we get onto this? I just could just hear the buzz on your phone. That's the radiation.
Because you
piercing
was
for us.
because you was talking about fucking WoW community being toxic, and I said, "Is this is for a toxic prick?"
Oh, bruv, it's just fucking something else.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight now because all day I've been thinking, I'll just go home and play Final Fantasy. But now you've shit on it as well. Now I'm just like miserable about
I
it. So now I'm just
genuinely-
like-
I'm as shocked as you are because I have all day been thinking 50-second episode marking a year anniversary and we're going to be fucking having a fat argument on the pod. Because I was thinking, this geezer's
Loving
fucking wet dreaming over Final Fantasy, and I'm about to sit here and say I think it's not as good as it
This
is.
is why we don't talk about
then-
stuff until the pod because I had no idea you was on the same wavelength as me.
We all thought it was on separate.
'Cause I was thinking he's going to say, "Oh yeah, it's fucking sick," and I was going to go, "Yeah, it's all right," but
Well,
yeah, I've got a few gripes of it, but no, we just fucking
the same shit.
stuck it over a barrel and went in.
This is the same energy as when me and Steph were talking about Hogwarts Legacy, and we just went at it for an hour, just fucking ripping it to shreds,
Yeah,
and then
sad
saying we
though.
loved it.
I don't like shitting on games because I do, like I said, I genuinely like it, but I don't like just sitting there moaning. I'd rather love stuff,
Yeah.
but it's just something about it that's just like not speaking to me. But it's very far out. I want to go back and play Final Fantasy VII Remake because that was really good, but I didn't get too far in it because there's other things occupying my mind.
I would have been happier to pay like £8.99 to Amazon Prime to rent out the movie version of this rather than paying 70 quid
Yeah, probably,
to
yeah,
watch
same.
75% of the
I should
game.
have just watched it on YouTube. Watch
Yeah.
someone else play it.
Yeah.
I ain't got to press all the buttons. If I'm watching combat, it's going on for too long, I'll just skip forward a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
I'll
the
get
new
to-
way of gaming. Just don't
Yeah.
watch. Just watch it. Watch someone else play
Yeah, I
it.
need to do that more often.
Streaming.
Do you know what? Obviously, did you get Starfield Collector's Edition?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. Mentally, do you know what my most anticipated game of this year is now?
Of this year.
Yeah.
Is it not Starfield?
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it?
Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
I am so excited for that fucking expansion and all them bits. That's all I want to play.
They have a. Oh no, because I was going to get. Never mind. I was going to say they've got it on deals at the moment on Steam for like fucking like 15 quid, and I was and wasn't going to buy it because obviously I'm not going to play it until those updates and that DLC comes out. But I'm playing it on the PS5 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm very excited for it. And I want to play it, but I can't because I need the new stuff to be put in.
Yeah, I'm the same. You've made me really want to fucking play it, and I've watched a fair amount of stuff on it now.
It's so
And it
good
just
though.
it just looks so good.
But even just the base game of it is so fucking good. But all them
Yeah.
other bits are gonna just tip it over the edge to be like masterpieces.
So I'm gonna be fucking. When's that?
It's like the end of September,
September, yeah.
like 26th or something. So I've got like 3-4 weeks to play Starfield first,
Mm.
and then I'm just gonna sink all my time. into
Got 3 or
Cyberpunk.
4 weeks to walk around with our watches for the
Yeah.
game that's flopped.
Yeah, no doubt. It's so far away though, man. I'm about to tick over into July, so we've got 2 months. We've been spoilt with games this year, but ironically, as much as I want to play Diablo, I can't really be bothered with that either because I know I'm just leveling, and I'm just in a lull again. I don't know what to play. I even contemplated playing No Man's Sky the other day.
Yeah. Have you seen the stuff? Have you heard or seen X Defiant?
Yeah, I see the beta for it. Yeah, I didn't. I'm not interested. Ubisoft
Is
shooters tend to not last very long.
is a free-to-play first-person online arena shooter where you compete in fast-paced clashes. With cross-play available at launch, you will be able to play with friends on a variety of platforms. Now, let me tell you the one thing that has completely spoiled that for me. It's in the first fucking line. Free-to-play.
Microtransaction, bitch.
Free-to-play in Ubisoft. No, thank you. That just sounds like shit. I've seen stuff on it, and naturally, this is the Call of Duty killer. You got all the streamers that are now endorsed, paid a lot of money to play it, going, "This is the best thing ever." To me, it just seems like another battle royale.
It looks alright, but I think it'll be pointless for people to play it on console because there's no aim assist, which is mental.
That's crazy.
So you got no aim, and people are like, so you can't play without aim assist. I'm like, there's a reason you give an aim assist because you're not pointing with a fucking mouse.
We had this with Overwatch 2. If you joined a lobby and the host was a PC player, you were thrown into a PC lobby which had no fucking controller aim assist. So when you and people like Jay were struggling because I'm sitting there with a fucking mouse and keyboard with 10,000 fucking DPI sensitivity, I can move however I want and as fast as I want, and then you're stuck. Fastest sensitivity is still moving slow as shit and not able to aim properly.
If you want to aim at something in any game and you're trying to line something up perfectly, on an couple of analog sticks, it takes a while to get there.
Yeah.
If you want to aim something specific in a specific area, so when you're playing shooters that you've got like half a second before you're dead, and you've got reaction speed, less than that, you need to be able to lock onto a target quickly, and at distance. That is very difficult without aim assist.
Yeah.
That is what it's for. So taking it out entirely is mental.
There's always that argument where console players need aim. You need aim assist.
Yeah,
play it without it then. I'll tell you what, you little PC cunt. You play without a fucking mouse and keyboard with a controller without aim assist. You tell me how good you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are going to struggle. You just will. That doesn't mean that people can't play without aim assist, because of course they can. But it takes far longer to get better without aim assist than it does with aim assist. That's just spoiling the fucking game.
It's just impossible to get anywhere near a PC player because they can just point and aim at you.
Yeah, why would you bring it out?
I've got to line you up with my thumbs. You just move your hand to where I am.
People whinge that they go, "Oh, we've got aim assist. It's not fair." I'm telling you now, aiming with a mouse is far better than fucking aim assist.
Also,
far better.
A lot easier to control recoil on a mouse than it is. Because you've got to aim with the analog stick at the same time as combat the recoil whilst pulling down away from the direction. With the mouse, it's more natural because you're using your whole hand. You're using your thumbs. You've got no dexterity to be able to do all these minute movements.
How about as a PC player, just don't try and alienate the people on console. You want crossplay. You want everyone to be able.
Crossplay.
You want everyone to be able to play with each other. You want the gaming pool to be even bigger, as big as it can possibly be.
Look at us playing Valheim, Xbox and PC and shit. It's sick.
Well, it was the same with fucking.
So sick.
That was the same with No Man's Sky as well.
Yeah.
With Connor.
Yeah.
He's on a PC. We're on a fucking PlayStation. If we had someone else who was on an Xbox, we was all able to fucking communicate and play together. It was great. The in-game voice chat for No Man's Sky is fucking fantastic. Way better than I anticipated it to be. Obviously now you got Discord on your PlayStation as well, so it makes it even fucking easier. But yeah, why you would want to alienate people from that by having a go at them because they've got something that you haven't and you've got something that they haven't, it baffles me. Who gives a fuck? As long as you can kill each other, that's all that matters, isn't it?
Yep. New game that I want, but I can't because it's on Steam. Well, I suppose I could, but I don't want to play it on computer.
Go on.
Dave the Diver.
Yeah, I see that. It's on deals at the moment, isn't it?
It's fucking popping off, man. It's popping off. That's getting some crazy good reviews.
I wonder why having a title Dave the Diver in this current climate is gaining a lot of fucking traction.
It just fucking looks sick. It just looks stupid, and I'm all for it.
It does look very good. Like I say, that's on deals at the moment on Steam.
But that's the sort of game that looks ideal for like Steam Deck and shit. These sort of games will thrive on things like that.
Yeah, I am tempted to get it. Like I say,
I imagine it's only cheap and all, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like in the I don't think it's above 20 quid.
It's not on any console, man.
There's a lot of stuff on Steam that's like Outlast Survivors or something like that. It looks really fucking cool, but it's PC only. There's loads of shit, but it works vice versa as well, doesn't it? There's loads of shit on the PlayStation that you can't get on the fucking
Pain. The Star Wars: The Old Republic has got a new developer.
Is it?
Yeah, BioWare has handed it over to a new studio.
Who? Do we know?
Yeah, but I've never heard of them. Broadsword.
BioWare have handed it over.
GamesRadar.com says BioWare confirms it's moving its Star Wars MMO to a new studio so it can concentrate on Mass Effect and Dragon Age. The Old Republic has a new home. The New Republic is moving from BioWare to Broadsword. In a statement, BioWare general manager said that while EA will remain SWTOR's publisher, development of the game will move to our partner and friends at Broadsword, a boutique studio with expertise in managing online games. McKay says that current content plans around the game remain in place for the future, but that new features will come to the game under Broadsword, a company that will give SWTOR the room to grow and flourish. The statement confirms a report from earlier this month that SWTOR would be moving to allow BioWare more room to work on Mass Effect and Dragon Age. That led to concern from fans of the long-running MMO, but senior developers urged them not to panic as details were ironed out. McKay's statement confirms not only the studio move, but also BioWare's focus on its single-player RPGs, Dragon Age 4, blah, 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 and Mass Effect, and blah, blah, blah. The statement closes with a message from SWTOR executive producer Keith Kanneg, who notes the ongoing success of the MMO and says that while no change is easy, it certainly helps that we're all excited about the future of this very special game. Star Wars The Old Republic sits firmly on a list of the best MMORPGs. And with that, I've just decided what game I'm going to play.
You don't know how to play it.
I know. I'm so shit, I'm going to get wrist ache and stop.
I was going to say, when's the last time you turned that laptop on?
It's been a while.
Yeah, the updates on there are going to be crazy.
Yeah, but I've got good internet now, though, and I go vroom, 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 vroom. Oh, I'm excited. I fucking love Star Wars. Do you know what I realised? I save money when I'm not watching Star Wars or all Star Wars encompassed. Because since I've been playing Diablo, I've been more on my fucking medieval vibe, you know. And I finished my Star Wars books, so I'm not like reading up on it. So I'm not paying much attention. When I'm on my Star Wars vibe, all I'm looking at is figures, merch, stickers, posters.
Yep.
I'm just get in.
I'm terrible with it. Once I get into a series that I really like, the first thing I start looking for is Funkos. They got a Funko of that person.
Yeah, 100%.
Hence the signed Uhtred.
Yeah, Uhtred of Bebbanburg.
Uhtred of
Uhtred, son
Bebbanburg.
of Uhtred.
It's worth a nice little penny now.
I mean, I don't even know how to log in to that thing. I remember you have to go on some heating system and make sure the fan's on or something, didn't you, on the computer?
I can't remember that laptop.
Yeah, you say, make sure you start the game through this fan app. And
because it's got a fucking game launcher. It's got like an optimizer thing on it.
I remember enjoying SWTOR, just running around with the lightsaber smashing people up, but I don't think it's that complicated, but there's a lot of systems in place and I worry about the toolbar. I just wish I could play that shit on console, man. That's all that people were saying when I read that the other day. Is, does this mean he can finally bring it to console? Like, please, man. Even if it's a dumbed down version, make it awkward on control. I don't care. Just let me sit there on my massive telly. Big telly, not massive. And
yeah, but they won't bother because you can now. It's not that difficult to put controllers with add-ons and stuff like that. Again, I say it's not that difficult for people that are
computer illiterate. Which I am.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult. I was looking at fucking getting World of Warcraft on the Steam Deck the other day, and I watched a tutorial.
Oh God!
I watched a tutorial on how to do it, and I was like, I know how to do this, but at the same time, I was like, there's so many variables that could go wrong here, of which I won't know how to fix. Like you're talking going into like the game files and changing stuff and putting stuff in this place, and it's like, this is scary, and like. Logging in but not logging in because you'll break it, so you have to log in this way, but it keeps closing.
You feel like
stuff
you're going to brick your game system.
Yeah, it's like,
no.
I'm a bit scared of doing this. I don't really need to do this. And then the bit that switched off for me is this geezer showed us him playing it on the Steam Deck, and then setting up all the buttons and stuff like that for a control, like obviously because it's like a controller. And I was like, nah. I said, no, thank you. I'm not getting involved with this. I'm happy with fucking. With mouse and keyboard, I was like, this is too much for me.
Can I play SWTOR with a controller? Answer. Most of the games out there are played with a controller, so I can see how it's hard for people to switch to keyboard to play SWTOR. I bet out of all of EA's titles, SWTOR is the only game that doesn't play with a controller. Fuck my life.
That's great.
I've always said, and I maintain, if there was a Star Wars MMO that was on console, I would never, ever, ever play any other game again.
Yeah.
I would be like your equivalent of WoW.
Yep.
That'd be all I want.
You you don't yet understand. You're coming close to it with Diablo, but I don't think you'll hit the same level of having a game like that where it's like your comfort. You can always go back to it, and you always enjoy playing it. It's one of them where
It's my destiny, isn't it?
yeah, if you're ever in a slump, there's something there to play. But Destiny's just awful anyway. But this is just, it's nice, man. I don't think Diablo is one of those types of games, unfortunately.
I don't know. I think they're trying to make it that sort of game. But I don't know if
Yeah,
it will be, but I hope it is.
Yeah, hopefully. I just can't see that happening.
Well, I'm going to update the computer when I get in and try and work out how to even start this fucking game because I haven't got a clue. And then they'll probably be like, "Oh, you must pay because you know
You don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, but I might
you don't
have
have to pay
over leveled or
No,
something.
you don't have to pay anything.
Mm.
It's free
How long for?
forever.
No, level 80 or something.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I was playing it the other day.
Do I have to pay for SWOTOR?
Great.
What does that mean? School tour? That makes me sound very odd. SWOTOR. Do I have to pay? Play for free up to level 60 and enjoy the original class and planetary storylines, plus the rise of the Hut Cartel and Shadow of Revan digital expansions. Former subscribers and players who have purchased Cartel coins are known as preferred and have fewer restrictions in game than free-to-play players. Oh, yeah. You watched the same video as me, innit, when you started playing it again a bit ago, and you sent me a picture of the video you were watching, and I'd watch that. And I'm sure you said something in there like, if you just buy something once, you then have like the preferred player tab, and then you get loads more benefits. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. So that's
you
that.
go for it. Well, you need any advice, and you just ring me up, and I'll get very angry very quickly, and then we won't be friends for the rest of the week.
Just holler at me on Discord, innit?
Oh yeah, forget can do that.
Why don't you play SWOTOR with me?
I can do. It's still downloaded, I think. Is it?
Well, you was only playing it the other day, weren't you? You jumped on for a bit.
Is it? Why's my mouse just had a fumble? Star Wars. It's somewhere here. Oh. Should we leave it there?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really much been happening, is there, in the celebration episode? But it's been a year, dickheads.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's another year if you put your hand in your wallets.
Yeah.
It's fucking cost us. It's cost us our whole Patreon purse to put these poxy fucking t-shirts out.
It's cost us a lot.
Do you know what I mean? So, look at all that money we've got saved in the Patreon. No, let's spend it all on these dickheads.
It's gone. It's gone.
Do you know what I mean?
No worries. We give back to the community that we've built around us.
To be fair, it's nice. I'm gassed up. What I'd like, should I say, is to see your pictures of you and you get your t-shirts. I want to see people wearing them.
Yep.
Send them on Patreon or something. You ain't got to put them on Twitter.
Free advertisement, baby.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to wear them out. They're not mental.
These are pajama t-shirts.
These are cum rags.
Yeah. Yeah, reversible cum rags. And on that note, see you later, everyone. Hooroo.
Hooroo.